Good morning, guys. Okay, so we're back today. Let me just fix my mic. Okay, there we go. All right. So we will be continuing with our grocery store, and now we're gonna start the part that I dreaded, which is actually we're gonna be building the grocery store. So of course, I did a little looking at some stores on YouTube, and we will start with the outside of the inside of the grocery store story. I'm afraid of the outside, so we will start with the inside of the grocery store, which I mean things that we need like the shelves, etc., to put, and we're gonna start filling them up with groceries as we go. Okay, so let's start. You're gonna use the bank as a model. I mean the size of the bank as a reference. But we're gonna do that in. I forgot to start a new thing right away. We will be doing that in a new. Um, we will design it in a new Roblox game. An empty one, just because we'll be moving stuff and parts around a lot. Like I will not lock everything here. I mean, we can already pretty much lock everything on the orchard. But yeah, so we will start building our grocery store now. So I'm just opening up a new Roblox. Okay, there we go. And let me just add a fake script so that way when I transfer it in here, um, we don't have issues. Oops, the script got. Just when it doesn't find the script, it only shows it shows the wrong screen. Okay, so let's swap. Pay attention to what I swap to. Okay, so there we go. Oh no, it did it again. So it didn't accept. Didn't take the what we wanted. Okay, let's. Oh, and it did the same thing back to the other one we were at. I am so sad. Okay, well, since it does that anyways, we're going back to, I'm not going to restart Streamlabs. Um, okay, we'll go back to this one. It's showing that because I put the script and it's not showing. Yeah, I don't know. Streamlabs and Roblox Studio do not go well at all. All right, so let's place the bank there. We're gonna put the bank just so we can have an idea of the size of the buildings. We don't want one building looking ridiculously huge and another one looking ridiculously small. The buildings, they will not look harmonious. Oh, I thought I copied it. I did. Okay, so copy the bank, and we're going to paste the bank right here. Control Shift V. Okay, we're gonna put it right there. Okay, so this must be this is right, this is not front. Okay, so it's not rotated, so we're just gonna rotate this at 90 degrees. Okay, put it at the front. All right, so this will be our bank, and let's start building on our grocery store. So let me close this now. We're gonna close just to not have too many things running. I will save and then close the game. Saving in progress. Okay, now it's closed. Okay, so now we're gonna have only this one on while we'll be working on building our grocery store. So let's start with some, okay, let's lock this bank. We're locking every part of this bank. Okay, so this new assistant was added, was an update to Roblox. I'm gonna close the assistant. Oh, yeah, you guys can't even see it, sadly, because Roblox Studio and Streamlabs are not cooperating. You can't see my full screen even if I selected the full thing. Okay, so let's go to properties of the bank, and we're going to lock. Okay, it's not giving me a lock on one individual piece, so we have to select every single one by itself, which is going to be troublesome. So I'm going to click model at the top and lock. So I have the lock tool, and we just lock this. Hopefully it locked every single piece. Yes, it did. Okay, so now I am gonna deactivate the lock tool. Okay, so now we can't touch our bank. Okay, so part of it, yes, we can. Sadly, that's not good. Anyways, most of it we cannot. So we're not gonna be worried about accidentally moving it, etc. This is a copy, anyways. Okay, so let's start a model. We're gonna start with a part, of course. Before I start the outsides, I'm actually going to start. I'm gonna be a little different. I'm gonna start the shelves. So we'll see like how the shelves space the shelves take, and then we'll put the walls around it. Okay, so let's start with shelves. Let me see how we will do this. Okay, so I already went through some stuff on on Google, and I had already decided which shelves I like. Let me go back and see if I can find them. Okay, yeah, so I found an for the fruits. Okay, so let's see how we get this done. Okay, so three, we're going to put the shape like this, and then around here, the size maybe there. Okay, and then we're going to select okay, maybe we'll change it along. We'll just leave it the size for now. Okay, and a model, we're gonna add a wedge. We're gonna rotate that wedge 90 degrees. Okay, we're gonna bring our wedge to here. And we're gonna make it like this. Let's make this one smaller and move it to here. Okay, and we're gonna duplicate it. We might change, let's just delete that duplicate. We might have to do the front first, so we'll duplicate this one first, so that way we can see the height that we need our wedge to be. So let's put this front piece first. Okay, so now we know that our wedge has to come like out, how much it has to come out. We're gonna be deleting that piece, that extra piece. Or if we don't want to delete, we can always keep it here and bring it up there, and we're gonna have a piece along there, which we actually will do right away. Yep. If you lost where you are, just press F to go back. Okay, and I'm gonna duplicate this piece and move it along here. Okay, and we're gonna do same for this one. Duplicate it and move it along here. And we're gonna change the size and lift it up. This is for the fruits section. Okay, so now let's fix our wedge. Whoops, wrong side. Red piece, they're all so close to each other. If you want to make sure it's fully same, you can always go by the sizes, the numbers here, copy and paste it. But you guys see I'm not doing that. Okay, fine, let's just do that. Okay, so we selected this one. Let's see the width of it. So size, the smallest width, the one that's like 0.0 something, and we're gonna put that here too, to the one that's the 0 point. Okay, so there we go, they should be the same size. So now I'm gonna just use the move tool to find the We can also align as well. So there's multiple ways. We can also align it using the align tool now, but it's okay. Um, all right. Recognizing, you know what, we probably should do that aligning because we have some issues there. So I'm going to duplicate, move this here, and do the alignment. We'll also go with the width, make the width the same. So the width would be the biggest number here. So the biggest number, well, on X, this one, and the same here for X. Yeah, they're not the same. Their values are not in the same place. Okay, so here we're going to click on model align tool, and we're going to align it on all three sides and just move the one side we don't want. So we aligned it, and then now we can just bring this back down. Get closer up. I got too close. Okay, so now we brought it down, so we're gonna make it touch. Not enough. A little bit more. You can always do that with actually, instead of that, I can drop this. And if I click on this one and I activate collisions, then I can bring it down until it touches. That's yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to deactivate collisions. I usually don't work with it. Okay, so we're going to put these two together. We can do a union for now. We're going to ununion later on. So model union, so now it became one piece, and that we have. And we're going to duplicate it to the other side. Okay, so we can delete these two pieces here. We can even delete this one because now we just have one size. Okay, and we're gonna just slide that into its spot. Yeah. Okay, so that's a little bit more. Okay, and we're gonna duplicate it and put it on the other side. I will check the chat in a second in case anybody's writing and saying I'm not answering you. Oh, well, hi someone. They didn't write anything, but yeah, sorry, I am not reading it every second. Okay, so now we have the two sides of our shelf, and the back we're now going to adjust it to go with this. You can bring it up a little more. So I'm just going to 3 to move. Okay, so there we go. And now we're just gonna union all of this together for our shelf. So we're gonna, I'm gonna ununion this one, separate them, and union the whole thing together. Okay, so now we've got a shelf for fruits. We're just going to do some duplicating and moving that. So now we're going to reactivate our collisions. Okay, so that for moving them aside, we can make many of these. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. Okay, we didn't want it like that. We definitely want some spaces in between. I'm assuming we do this. Yeah, we want way more space than that in between. But we're gonna do the horizontal first, and then after we're gonna duplicate vertically. Okay, so we're gonna do it this way. These we're also gonna make it higher, so a part of block piece, which we will move, which will be long lengthwise. make it a little high because if you're walking, nobody wants to pick up fruit from the floor. I wish we now need an avatar. Let's go steal the bank teller. Oh yeah, we locked everything. Let's just add a rig to have a general idea. Or let's just enter the game and see if we stand up here, if we want it taller or lower. Okay. So let's go in and see. Oh, it is high. It is high enough. We can even bring it down a little bit more. Okay, like here is good. Okay, so now let's put our shells on top. Okay, so we don't have any more shells here. I'm wondering if we should leave it that length. Okay, duplicate, duplicate. I think one more. We're going to align them in a bit. Okay, so let's align. If we're not sure on which axis we're aligning, you can always use this little thingy here to use as a reference. It will tell you, so we know that it needs to be aligned on X and, oh no, sorry, Y and Z, Y and X. What you can do if you get no rich one, I would say just do all and then you move it with yeah, what I could have done was just put them all one on top of each other and then move it only along the axis that I need. I'm trying to see like this. Okay, so let's do yeah, so we're aligning everything like which I just did here, and then we're gonna move it to the spot that we need to. Okay, so let's make this here and also aligned there. Okay, great. And now let's just pull it one by one. We're pulling them out to, okay, to here. Okay, so I will deactivate collisions. Put these here, and then we're going to put back our collisions in a second, and it's going to help us put them in the right spot. No, put back. Using only the arrows to make sure that we keep it okay, so put them back. Okay, so now we're going to reactivate our collisions, and then we can put them right in their spot. Once they collide, it stops. Okay, I think that's the last one. Okay, let's change the size of this shelf. To match. Oops, I had it perfect a while ago. And I can't see. Let's get close this one to get close. This is blocking. Okay. And now for the back of the shelf. We'll bring it like here, and I'm gonna duplicate the shelf. Oh yeah, because we have collisions on. So collisions off, and I'm duplicating the shelf. And oops, I did not duplicate. Control D, and we're bringing a piece up. Seeing how high of a piece do we want. We're actually going to attach that piece to here. Get closer. Nice for here. It will just add some height to our next shelf when we duplicate them. Okay, is that high enough or too short? Like here. Okay, so now we're going to duplicate. Okay, we have to get all our shelves together. Yep. And this bar, we're going to union them. Okay, good. So now we're going to put back on collisions and we're going to duplicate our shelf. Duplicate, so now we have shelves for the other. Okay, it's not high enough. Let's see how high we want it. So if I use 2 and I bring up, so I have an idea of high, I want the next one to be, okay, so we're going to ununion that, separate. This piece we will not attach it to there. We'll attach it at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna union that, then duplicate, and let's see how high we want them to be. For now, we're gonna put anchored so we can go in and test out the height. Model anchor everything, and let's go see in game. We don't want it to be so high that we can't reach it. Oh, okay. So yeah, we actually might only be able to have 2 sets of too high. We can't even put a third one. If we put a third one, it looks like the player cannot reach. So we'll stay with only 2 layers in our shelf. If we put it smaller at the same time, it's gonna be hard to visualize the stuff we're buying. Oh my. Do we make it? I'm just wondering a smaller size, what a smaller size would look like. We will try that out. Yeah, so this looks like this will be the height of it. Let's do a copy. So I duplicate this, Control Z. Oh yeah, because we still have collisions on. I duplicate the whole thing. I'm just gonna union it so it's easier to change to adjust the size, and rotate 90. Okay, and here let's just make this a little smaller, a little lower. Let's see if it's easier for the player. And a smaller version, let's see. Okay, let me test the sizing. This is looking a little big. Yeah, this one's definitely looking better. I mean, size-wise. Okay, so we'll go with this size. I know some people have bigger avatars, but okay, so let me separate. We're gonna put the back, deactivate collisions, duplicate the back, and let's put the back now that we have our height. We're just blocking off the back of the shelf. Okay, so we've got our full shelf. The sides as well. I did another duplicate. I'm not sure whether or not we'll use this side. We'll see what it looks like, and if it's not that nice we'll take out. Yeah, so the height is not matching. As I said, you guys can always use the properties to directly put a number. That way you're sure that your number is okay. Okay, we're duplicating this one and moving it here. Okay. I'm wondering if we should just start putting the color right away, etc. So let's see. Yeah, yeah. So let's try and see what it looks like in black. I see most of the stores it's in black. Why? I don't know why they're in black. All of them use the part color. Okay, so that's like so black. Not that really, really black. Okay, so we'll use this grayish color for the fruit shells. Okay. We will want to have tags. So let's do that now. We union this. I got lost. Okay, and now for our labels, model, we're gonna add a part. Okay, so we're gonna like put, oh, our collisions are off. I'm gonna put back on collisions. Okay, and 3, we're gonna change. We're gonna put labels for our different things. So it's gonna have the name of what's inside and the price. We should put like a barcode, a fake barcode, but yeah, we're not going, maybe another time. On remove collisions. Is this name tag too big? And we want this stuck, like super tiny, yeah. And maybe a little more transparency and glass. So it looks like those clear plastic. Anyways, I will figure it out in a bit. If we put a name on there, surface GUI, and the text label. Okay, so our text label is definitely too big. We're going to make it the same size of our label here. So let's change that. The size, anchor point. Let's put the anchor point at 0.5. The position also at 0.5. So in case our size is not perfect, at least you can see the full text. Okay, as for the size, let's give it, let's use a scale, make it much easier for us. If we put the scale at 1, it will automatically just take the size of its parent. Easy. Okay, so now our label is fine, and we're gonna put the name. So let's say here we're gonna have, let's say, apples, and then we're gonna put the price of the apples. So let's say $3. I don't know how much it will be, but just an example. In real life, an apple costs about $1.04 and 5 cents, something like that. It could $3. Yeah. So let's just see. Yeah. So it's just an example. Let's. So this we'll call it label. Label. And if we duplicate U, we can put a different label on each one. And let me see if we put down as well what they will be like. What? I can't spell label? Name. LA. Is it LE? Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. Um, now I'm this I'm wondering like how to spell label. Oh my gosh, guys, I have read so much bad English that my English is so horrible now. And we think that those things that we're reading do not affect us. Yes, it does. Anybody who says it's not true, yeah, all the stuff we're reading and they don't have they have bad English. We eventually get used to seeing these things and they become like normal to us, and we can't even tell, like, sometimes even right from wrong is hard to tell because we've been like brainwashed with all these things that are correct, that are they say are correct. Okay, so we're just duplicating and putting more labels, and then just for the last one, so we're gonna have to find stuff to put in there. I'm gonna look for stuff from the toolbox. I'm someone who usually don't go toolbox, but I will have to go toolbox for this and get some items and stuff. Okay, so here we have one of our shelves. We'll keep this on the side for now. Maybe we could use it for something else. We'll hold it there for construction purposes. Okay, so this is going to be our shelf. So let me rotate. I'm gonna make a duplicate, and then rotate 90, and then we're gonna move it 2 to move, as this will be like, let's say, this side of the store. Okay, so now that's for the side. We're gonna have some fruits here. We're going to have the middle section. Let me go and see if I find it. I had already found what I wanted it to look. Yes, I found it. Okay, so I got like lots of different styles from different stores online. Okay, so they don't all look the same. Um, okay, so this one, it is an interesting shelf. Let's go with, and it's actually also black. It's like, why are they all black? Okay, so our model a part here. So we're going to have a part in the middle right after this one. I might add other things later, but for now we're going with this. Um, we're putting the size. So if we have this one here, okay, so this will be about twice the size. Okay, this only takes like 1, 2, 3 point something studs. So that would be like about less than 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so around here. Okay. Oops. I'm gonna duplicate, and let's get the height of this because the height was good. Okay, so being this high is a good size. Dun. Elevator on this side is good. Collisions on, and we're gonna bring this all the way up to mid it. Okay, and now we want to make it more in. This is like a table. with more stuff inside of it. Okay, and now I'm gonna duplicate this one. Okay, this will be like a glass material. Duplicate. Oh no, it's on. We're gonna put collision back on. No, what I just did. Okay, so delete this, duplicate this, and then collisions off, and then we're duplicating it back 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 4 of these there. And this side as well, not 0, like a 0.1 something, not fully 0. Okay. All right, and in the middle, oh, I should have kept another. Okay, I'll just duplicate this and move it in the middle. Where's the middle? Let's see here. And bring it up. Not too high. And here, give it some space. Here, give it some space. We'll figure out how much space in a bit. We need a wedge. Okay, we could copy. Oh, good thing we have this. We might copy the same wedge size as this over there actually. So let's on union separate and separate this and separate that. Okay, so we're gonna take the wedge union. Okay, no, it's not the same height. Before we union, we're gonna take this one, bring it up. And put like this. Duplicate. Okay, so we'll be using, we'll keep this here for future use. Duplicate it and bring it here. Okay, so we can see that here is too high. About there and about there. Okay, and the same for this one. Duplicate. I'm gonna move it here and then rotate 180. And move it down to touch the edge. Okay, and this side, we're going to move it to touch this edge a little, maybe this one a little higher. Okay, and now for these, we're gonna duplicate and rotate 90, and move it to here. F, get closer. Okay, so now we know whether or not this is in the center. Let's do the other side one time. Rotate to 80, 180. Also move it to the edge. Okay, so here we see that we were not, this is not in the center. So we're gonna select all three together. We're actually gonna union them. And now we're gonna move it to the center. Choose like here, and we can, because it like has this weird shape, we can open it up. Open this up. To take it in. This too. We're going to move to this edge. Right here. Okay, and do the same. Duplicate, do it the same down there. Okay, and duplicate again, put maybe one here. Don't know how many shells we planned on making. Let's union this to union okay, and a duplicate and duplicate one more. We can change the sizes. The sizes don't all have to be perfect. Okay, so of the shelves in the store, they actually are not. Okay, so now let's go to model. We're just going to align them so that their spaces in between are the same. Okay, so we're going to oh, I have a plugin called distribute parts, and they have same space in between. Okay, so let's copy the very same color as this. Now we'll change something. So like this piece is going to be glass. So this piece we're going to union together, and it's going to be glass. And add some transparency, lots of transparency. Actually, white glass, not black glass, and then the transparency. Okay, it's hard to tell because of our plastic material here. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to say that we're making a store. We're building a grocery store. Okay, this bottom here, we should make it like a black metal, maybe. Okay, so yeah, so that's fine. Maybe a lighter. Okay, let's leave it. Okay, it's here. We got a darker gray, so we'll put that same darker gray here. And the material is not right. It's plastic, so we'll put it also in metal. Okay, and we'll put all these parts of the shells as glass. This side will be glass. the same as, I wish you could just copy paste this color, the same as glass, the same as this, and well, it was white. So now we have to select them over again, and it was a white. Oh, the transparency is not here. The transparency we chose was 0.85. So select this and transparency 0.85. Okay, so that's like glass separations, and we'll leave the middle piece as this color and just change it to metal. And we'll put it back that 117, 117, 117. Okay. Okay, so that will be the centerpiece with more types of stuff. We have space to put our names. We can put the labels. We can literally even put the labels. Let me go get a label. Yep. Duplicate. So hard to pick up. Let's rotate that label 90. Okay, so we can put our labels on the glass even. It's fine. Um, okay, we're gonna copy all of these labels. There's so many labels until where are they? Okay, so just I'm holding down shift and selecting them. Okay, I duplicated. We're gonna bring them on this side and rotate 180. Okay, and we're now gonna move it. We can put on collisions so that it stops in the right place. There we go. And we can just leave it. So now we have labels for these. Yeah, you can't see it across, but that's okay. Okay, so now this shelf is done. This shelf will stay like this. For the material, I do not like this material, but I do not want metal either. So we'll can come back to that. Okay, so now this shelf is done. Let's just put them all together as a model. This will be like call a floor shelf. I don't know. So group as a model, and this is gonna be for now. I'll just name it shelf. This one as well, I'm just gonna group as a model and call it, it's a different type of shelf. We're gonna have different types of shelves, and we're gonna make up our store out of those shelves. Okay, so for walking space, I think we're good here. Let's give it a try. Make sure everything is anchored. Like when I add things in between, yeah, some are not anchored. Okay, so let's go check out walking through this door here. Okay, so that's not gonna be the entrance. This walking space is good. This walking space is not good enough on this side. So here we're gonna give at least 2 big spaces. There we go. And here we let me go a bit more. Okay. So now for this side, um, we're going to have another shelf like this. Woohoo! Yeah, because I own this over there for other purposes. So we duplicate the shelf. We don't want it on top. We want it down. And we're going to rotate it 180. Okay. And another one, duplicate. Which we're going to rotate 90 for here. We have to make a way out going this way. So we'll put this on that wall. So we can start building our wall as we go. So we're gonna put model. So we know for sure that we're gonna have a wall here. So we can start building that wall right on. Collisions are on. Good. Why is it still going? There we go. And 3. Oh, now we need to put collisions back off. Okay. So this will be our wall across on this side. So we can start putting our walls as we go. Okay, let's just get a general idea of how high we have our rooms in the game. So let me get a little piece that we'll be using to reference. So this will be, where did that piece go? Oh, it went on top of the bank. Let's use the bank as a reference, as this is why I brought the bank there. Okay, so height of a room is about this height. Normally grocery stores have higher walls than average rooms. Right, so if we say room's height is about this height. Okay, so if our wall is this high, let's just, to have an idea, we're gonna make the roof on top a fake roof just to see if we have good breathing space. So let me walk in there and see. Bam, our roof fell down. We built our house on with straw. Okay, so let's make sure that these things are all anchored, which they were not. Okay, so now that they're anchored, let's walk through. Okay, so that's a good height. That's a good height for the wall. Jumping and bumping our head. We'll put it a little taller, a little higher. We don't want to bump our head when we jump. Although we can limit the jump height, but around here, I think it would be a good height. Let me test. Okay, yeah, so that's a good height for the grocery, this section of the grocery store. So we can start putting in things in the shelves. Okay, so I don't want our roof yet, so we will, since I want to keep that height, okay, we'll use this to record it. Record which height we want for our room. Bring it up to about this. Okay, so we'll put this there. So we'll remove our roof. While we're building, we don't want the roof. Oh, just make the wall that high. Okay, we're not gonna put our roof yet, but that was just to check how tall we want our wall to be. Okay, and so now this piece, we're going to move it since the wall's gonna be there. Okay, so in case we have more fruits, we'll see what space we have. So let's start finding fruits to put in our, this is the fruit section. So let's go to our toolbox and start seeing what, if we can find some awesome fruits that we can place in here. So let's say apple. We already have apple. Yeah, we already have apples and oranges because of our, we're using the very same apples and oranges from our oh, I closed the game. I have to go find the apples and oranges. In a second, let me just open them. Open it, orchard. So we'll use those very same ones and put them there. Oh, okay, so let's go to our orchard. We're gonna end the apple tree, still an apple. Okay, so we're gonna be placing apples on the shelves. Look at where it went to. It's telling me that shelf to use. We will figure it out in a bit. Okay, so for now I'm gonna rest this down, this here, and we're gonna get an orange as well from our game. Okay, so this is an orange tree, copy and orange. Okay, so we're also gonna put an orange. Okay. I'm thinking maybe we put our oranges here. Not sure. Oh yeah, so we have a problem. If you guys see, it's because of all the unions, so we will not union just, well, there's other ways we can use precise. Yeah, I think we'll just set it to that in our properties. For all those unions, we need to use precise. I think it's called convex decomposition. That's in order to have spaces in this, in so that we can use these spaces easily. Otherwise, they're blocked because it makes the whole, it makes a block out of those things. So here we're still so let me try and, we're gonna place, where are we gonna place our oranges? If this is a good shelf for oranges, apples, oranges. Yeah. Okay, so move this there, 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 there. I should have locked the shelf. It's not too late because I will do a lot of messy things if I don't lock the shelf. Let's bring this up. We're definitely gonna end up moving that shelf so much. Okay, so let's get all the pieces and we're gonna lock them. So now they're locked. We can experiment with moving these because otherwise, yeah, we'll end up. Making sure that they're not in the wall. Like, I mean, people are not gonna go and check these precisions in while they're playing, but we're just making it that way. We know that the apples will not always be in the same direction, etc. But it's okay. trying to just move this one. Okay, so let's just move those that could not, that makes no sense, like this one. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. This will be our apple shelf. Okay, we're just going to move them a little closer to here. Okay, now for oranges. Oh, let's just I'm going to name this apples. We'll put them together in a, oops, we forgot to delete, oh man. Okay, yeah, because you guys can't see it. I forgot to delete all the credits thingy of the apples. These apples were designed by King Lalu. We're putting our credits in a different way, so we're gonna have a folder, and it will be called credits. The way I had it, it was not a good idea, and I forgot to go remove them. So I'm gonna copy one apple and put it in there. Okay, and remove it on all the others. Except for this one. We're gonna delete. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now select all the apples, and we're gonna put them in I guess a model, group as model, and call this apples. Okay, now for the oranges. Okay, open the oranges here. Duplicate, duplicate. Okay, oranges are so big, can't have that many. I don't have to put the oranges over there. It's okay. We'll leave them here. It should be more randomized so that way it looks more realistic, but we'll really do that another time. Like I mean the how they're looking so orderly is not normal. Okay, now select all our oranges, duplicate them, put some up. Okay, and then duplicate one more. Actually, no, delete just that is good because they're so tall. And we're gonna delete these. Okay, so we've got apples, we've got oranges in our store. Let's put all the oranges together, and we're gonna group as a model and call it oranges. Okay, and those labels we can't touch them yet because they're locked. Oh, look at those oranges at the back there. Definitely a no-no. And at the front. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna move some of this a little more back. Those at the bottom. Once you've gripped that model, it starts getting a little troublesome. So we're just gonna ungroup as model. What you can do is group as a folder and then go to the model, then ungroup it. And let's get, we want the bottom ones. You can select them one by one. Troublesome to find those down there. Up, I thought I was up. Getting down. Okay, I think I've got them all. And we're just making sure they're not in the glass, not outside. Okay. All right. So we've got our oranges. Now let's just get them back and then go back as model. Oranges, and remove that folder. And we're back to oranges. Okay, so there we go. Oh, let's see what it looks like when we get in. Okay, so let's see. We've got our apples. We've got our oranges. Okay, so I don't like how it's hard to see the prices. I guess if you played this way in a first person, it's easy to see the prices. Yeah, but if you're just going around, it's too hard to see the prices, in my opinion. We'll fix that. We'll fix that later. Maybe I might put it as a billboard UI instead. Anyways, for now we're just gonna keep the labels as is. Okay, so we're gonna add some more things to our store. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna add more things in the store. Let's see. In the toolbox, what other fruits do we want? I love pineapples. They can't not sell pineapples. But now we have to be careful that we want to make sure that we choose. Oh, we forgot to put our orange in the credits. I don't know who made those oranges. Let me go and find it to make sure we give credit to whoever did this stuff. I think only the apple have, but not the orange. Credit. Yeah, so we lost our orange person because we forgot to save it. So whenever you add uh people's stuff, make sure we try to do them at the very same time, because afterwards it's gonna be hard to find. So I can find out who I got those, who did these oranges. So let's see, if we like this pineapple, we have to make sure that right away we put it. And yeah, I like it's perfect. So we're gonna go with this pineapple, and let's get right away, go back to the toolbox. Where the toolbox disappeared? Okay, there. And this pineapple is made by, oh, I want to see, is made by, the toolbox is acting crazy. Okay, we'll just view in the browser. Okay, cherry somebody, cherry JPEG. So cherry JPEG, we have to make sure that in our pineapple we add a string value, and actually just write cherry JPEG, because so let's go up to, in our credits folder. Where did our credit folder go? Oh my gosh, I accidentally deleted the credits folder. Oh my goodness. Okay, so folder, at least we already know for the rest. Let's put our pineapple in that folder. And call it credits. For the apple again, we're gonna copy another apple. put it in credits. Yeah, I know it's taking up some time doing that, but it's important that when to not. I'm gonna put that in the thing. Eventually, I'm gonna put that in the server storage, so that we can generate an actual credits UI to say who made what. Okay, so we don't need that weld that they have placed there. So we're gonna choose where we're gonna put our pineapples. Let's put our pineapples on this one. The pineapples are pretty big. It makes me think that our shells are too small. Okay, so in cases like this, we can actually remove a divider. So we can actually go ahead and remove a divider in some cases. Put the pineapple up here. Yeah, so we might remove that divider. So let's duplicate, or she could take 4. Okay, and we will push this divider down this way. So, okay, and I guess we can put 2 more pineapples. Okay, so we're going to delete this divider. So in our shelf, we're gonna put it in a folder, so that way we don't lost pieces by they all mixing up with other things. Okay, so this union, this label. Okay, so we are gonna separate. Since here we don't have it, just go to model, separate. Okay, so now they're in parts. Okay, so this is still a union. We're going to separate it again. Go to model, separate. Actually copy the color. Okay. So all these shelves. Okay, so what we're gonna do with this shelf is we're going to, since it's a union, you can actually just literally just pull it open like this. So we've just increased the width of the shelf, and the other shelf after it, this one, hard to find because they're, yeah, because we're still in a, so let's just ungroup as folder, ungroup this, so we can just click on this, and we can change the size of this shelf. Okay, so last one is just too small, and then we might actually just delete that shelf. We just deleted it off completely, and for now we'll just make this one bigger. Okay, and we don't need this label. Put this label in the center here for pineapple. Okay, so yeah, that will make it easier for us to adjust other shelves next shelves. Okay, so we've got pineapples. Let's deal with the label one time. So this label will be called, oops, we need to get to the text. Text label pineapples. How much should the pineapples be? How much is a pineapple? So I haven't bought a pineapple in a long time. Okay, let's put it at $4.99. Pineapples $4.99. Okay. Oh, since we're doing labels, oh yeah, we locked this, so we can't get to this yet. Okay, another food that we can add to our grocery store. We'll add them in a bit. At least we now have our fruit section. We'll be adding more fruits. If we need more space, we can always extend the walls and make it bigger. So let's put like the general. We definitely need our cashiers because we're testing being able to check out. So we definitely need to reach our cashiers. So for now that this um, fruit section is almost done. I mean, we just have to add fruits on there and change the labels, but the shelves are completed. We're gonna add normal shelves for normal stuff like cereals and other things, etc. So we have to make a new type of shelf. We can use these shelves actually. So we're gonna use the shelf as a starting point. So to have an idea, so we're actually going to do 3 layers. This one we're going to have. It's true that we don't like to get down, but when you go in the grocery store, there usually are stuff on the lower level shelf for space saving purposes. Okay, so let's make our bottom shelf. So we're going to undo. Okay, let's get this really out of the way. So we'll put this into the server storage right now. Copy, cut, and server storage in the actual game. Server storage in actual game. Where are you? Oh, I'm in a search. Server storage. Okay, credits, control. Okay, so now we're back here. So we know our shell. Okay, sorry guys. I only just found out that my mic has not been working all this time. And I've been talking to myself all this time. Uh, because apparently the battery died. Oh my goodness. This thing said the battery is supposed to last 4 hours, and I had the stream is not that long, and it already died. Like ever since, I did not know, and it was charging all the time. So, anyways, let's just continue. I've been chatting to myself all this time. Sorry. Okay, so the material wood floor. Okay, it's not here. It's a variant. So wood floor. There we go. And for the glass, we'll take the same as this one. Okay, so there we go. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. So now let's now add let's now fix this is actually a window. Okay, we're now gonna duplicate and move it to here, and we realize that our pivot is not properly done. So go to model, edit pivot, and center it, and back to do the same with this one. And center the pivot. Okay, and now we know that these two windows we had copied them. So we're gonna do a duplicate, and we're going to move it to these windows there. Okay, so we will do the same for these other windows. Rotate 90 degrees, move it down. Okay. Oops. We have that many. Okay, so what I will do is I'll just move one. The the top one, and the first one and the last one, and the other should be fine after that. So apparently this wall is thicker. So let's just make this wall a little thinner, because you can see the wall, the windows don't have space. Yeah, I'm so sad. You guys were not hearing me all this time. I was not aware that the mic was not working. Oh my goodness. Okay, so delete this one, and now we're going to duplicate, put the last one down. Okay, and then we need 3 more, so we're just gonna make duplicate, duplicate, and duplicate. Then we just select all. We don't want to select the wall. When we have that issue by selecting the wall by accident, we go to we select the wall, and then we go to collision and change it to precise. That way we can now select the windows instead. Okay, and then plug in just distribute parts. Okay, so now we have all our windows. We don't need this to be precise. There's no door, so I will remove. I'll go back to default. Okay, so here we have our the walls of our grocery store. So now let's put the model block path. So now we're not doing the roof yet. I always start with easy. The roof, because once we put the roof, we also have to do the lights. Okay, so the pavement, at least 3 of these. Okay, so this will be the okay, we'll figure that out after. Okay, so we're going to have, is it going to be the front only that will have this? It depends on where in our map we're putting our grocery store. And I don't know where on the map it will be at. So we don't know if it will have a pavement on all sides or not. Okay, so let's now decide on the pavement. Material is going to be some kind of concrete. I'm searching for pavement. This one I think we had said was a no. I don't really like this pavement. Don't ask me why. Asphalt. Concrete. And plain concrete, it looks the most normal for this side. Just the color I don't like. Let's try if we put a different color. We can accept concrete here. Actually, yeah, we're gonna accept this color concrete here. And the same for this one. So it's a darker gray. And change it to concrete. See. Okay. And should we put this all the way here? But then it doesn't go with same height as there. Okay, let me try. If we put our concrete fully there and we put this on top, people pulling their carts. Okay, so this is gonna be more like that. Okay, so then we don't need two of this. This will be all the way, this will go all the way down. Okay, and I'm gonna put like a little carpet, and you just enter, but then that's it. It doesn't go all the way in the store. Okay, the color, maybe something like a yellow. We don't know yet. We'll see when after. Yeah, stores like to choose colors that don't get dirty quickly. So I don't know yet. Let's try materials and we'll find out. So in our material manager, we have a bunch of fabric type of materials. So this one is just named carpet, but this color doesn't go very well with it. And there are some other fabric materials. This one is literally called fabric. Okay, let's get a more acceptable color first. So now that we have a fabric material, we know like this color, it doesn't bring out the fabric material from it. Okay, so yeah, I guess it will, like, look, this color, you can already see like this is carpet. So I guess it would have to be a little bright. Even this one, it's not bright and you can still tell. Um, okay, so let's go for the other materials and see which other one we can use for carpets. Is carpet the only carpet? Okay, there's a red fabric. Nope. I'm starving. Yeah, I think we're gonna end. I am starving, 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 and I'm starting work soon. I want to make sure I eat before I start. Okay, so we'll just go with the carpet. Let's go with carpet. We don't have much time left. Okay, and I'm gonna put a little border for the carpet. Usually, the carpets usually have like a little border. Okay, so to do that, we're going to the different ways. Um, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do a collisions, and I'm gonna duplicate this. You guys can't see very well, but oh my gosh, I'm starving so much. I feel like okay, so the carpet is in the middle, and then the second one I'm going to change to make it a darker blue, and we'll not make it carpet material. We'll make it a different material. Let's just put smooth plastic. We're running out of time. Oh, rubber. Would rubber look good there? Let me try. Actually not bad. Yeah. Okay. Make it a little less, a little closer to the edge. Okay. All these parts must be anchored. Let's just always make sure. New paths we add are not anchored, causing. But so you mean I have lots of things in here that are not anchored? Since I can't go through them one by one, we know for sure we want everything anchored anyways, so I'm just gonna do this, select everything and anchor. Okay, let's go in, let's go in and see what it's looking like now. Our grocery store is so much better now. You can enter the grocery store, you can go to the cashier. Okay, we'll put the cashier a bit closer now. The cashier a bit closer there. And so we can check out after shopping. And of course, we want to have our carts and go on shopping and buying things. Okay, so let's work on the roof. But guys, I feel like I'm gonna die of hunger. But I want to continue because I know once I'm done, I have to go to work and I won't be able to come back on there like either after work today or and I'm also in my process of my moving, so like a lot of things going on. But yeah, doing this is a lot of fun. Yeah, so look at how far we've come with our grocery store. We'll continue next time. Okay, thank you guys for watching now and for those who watch later. And I am so sorry that all this time there was no volume. Because yeah, I probably might. I'm gonna leave a bad review on those this mic I got from Amazon that says it lasts 4 hours. It did not last 4 hours at all, and I'm wearing a second one right now. Yeah, so all this time, yeah, sorry about that. So later, have a wonderful day and thank you.